Hello and welcome. I hope you're having a wonderful end of year or holiday season. Hope it's not too chaotic. This is a fabric haul, sort of. I've had them for ages, but it's metallic tweeds. Yay!
It's perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect.
Perfect jacket. So I decided metallic for this month. Mainly gold, but there's also some silver in there and some other metallics as well. I think there's even a rose gold. Very exciting stuff. Ooh, and the gorgeous green one. Okay, to start with, we will go for an actual tweed because quite a few of these are just sequin fabrics as well. So this is a Chanel style tweed or a French style tweed, and it's got all different colors in there, but among them is metallic gold and silver. You can sort of see, and there's also micro sequins in there. You can sort of see how they're threaded into yarn and that's sort of threaded through. So yeah, it's all sort of gorgeous, interesting things in there. And I'm going to make a cardigan Chanel style jacket out of this. And then I think with the beading, I'll probably maybe go metallics or black. And I love the dark blue as well. So yeah, I think the pink is the only one I know I definitely don't want to pull from it. But one of those, it's got lots of beautiful things in there. Okay, next we'll go with one of the sequins, this steel grey one. I absolutely love this one. I don't know what it is about this. It's just such an inky grey. I love it. Actually, we'll get out all the sequin ones so you can see them together, because I guess if you saw them just one at a time, you wouldn't really be able to see how different each color is. So we've got the steel grey, the bright white silver, the bright yellow gold, that true gold, and then I've got this rose gold, which is a lighter one. It's on like a crinkle mesh that's tulle. It's very weird. It's basically more of like a knit in that it's really unstructured. So I'm going to have to stitch that to a backing fabric first to stabilize it, and then I'll be able to cut it out. So yeah, I might do some extensive beading, like frame it, and like that just means draw it out on a frame and then do the like professional embellishment to it, to each of the pieces before you actually stitch it together. And I'm not sure whether I'll do a standard Chanel jacket or a really cropped one with longer sleeves. And that way, with the really cropped ones, what it means is there's less surface area, so you can do more beading. So yeah, a few months ago I showed that burnt orange sequin, and I was like, but it's sequin, so it's be a bit silly to bead it. And then as soon as I said it, I was like, oh, actually, let's see how much beading we can put into a sequin jacket. So now I have all these, and yeah, I originally bought them because I was like, I'll make a sequin jacket and I'll just do a beaded trim around it. But now I kind of want to bead all over. So yeah, I just think they're really beautiful. And I can't wait to use them all, but I have to make them into jackets first, obviously. So yeah, they are sitting there, ready, willing, waiting to be turned into jackets. Just takes a lot of time and effort to do that. They look so pretty though, don't they? Oh, I could use all 4 of them in one overcoat. That would be amazing, wouldn't it? Amazing in a, extra kind of way. And that gold, it's so beautiful. I used to live in India for a while, and that really bright yellow gold always reminds me of the gold, the pure gold jewellery you see in India. Anyway, next we have a Linton Tweed. If you go to their website, they've got a page that is just remnants. So if they only have, normally when you buy tweed, you need at least 3 yards, because traditionally a Chanel suit is when you make the jacket and the skirt together, you use up 3 yards of fabric, or you buy 5 yards so you can make 2 skirts and 1 jacket. So yeah, if they have just 3 yards or less than 3 yards, then most people won't buy it. I personally only buy 1 meter of fabric, which is basically just a little bit bigger than a yard. But yeah, so I had to buy this, and I'll be able to get 2 or 3 jackets out of it. And I bought it because I love the pale blue and the silver in there. And yeah, it reminds me of a snowed in Christmas, because all the bright colours look like vintage Christmas tree lights, and this is the opposite. It reminds me of a Christmas tree that doesn't have its Christmas decorations on yet. So I was thinking with one of the other bright ones, sorry, I dropped the camera. Oh, see, this is the undone bit, so you can sort of see that it's green and black. So the other one, I was thinking maybe I'll put green beads on that, sort of like a reverse decorated Christmas tree. And then with this one, I thought maybe I'll do, this is an Alexander McQueen jacket, and it was a plain black tux. And then they had the company that does their embroidery, they had them do that. And then the interns cut out each of the little bits of embroidery and pinned them on. And then they had to sew them on. I would do it the proper way. That's the sort of faster, cheaper way. Plus I don't have any interns. But yeah, I like the concept, but I do it in the couture way. And this, another metallic Christmas tree sort of coloured one. I just love this really rich olive khaki colour. And it's in the dragon scale sequins. So the French sequins with the hole at the top rather than the hole in the middle. And if you brush it, it goes up one way and down the other way. And I love how it's black when they're, like, it's on a black base, obviously, but I love how you get those sort of holes of black, or the cracks. It looks like I don't know, it just looks aged and like there's moss on it or something. So I just had some blue glass beads handy, but I thought maybe I'll flip some up and stitch on black glass beads in the black areas. And that way it'll look more aged or gnarly, or I don't know. It's so interesting. I just want to do something interesting with it. So I'll make the jacket and then sort of fiddle around and decide what I'm going to do with the beading. But I think probably smoky black glass beads on that one, probably. But I also have some really gorgeous green glass beads that, yeah, would look beautiful. Okay, next we'll go with another tweed, I think. Well, we only have 3 tweeds, and oh my gosh, no, this one, silk organza. So it's a jacquard, but they've laser cut out sections. So it's just the weirdest thing. Like, it's silk organza, and then it's got metallic threads embellished over the top of it. But because it's a jacquard, normally you don't see all the threads that are in between that aren't woven onto either the back or the front. It's just so meta and deconstructed. I love it. I mean, it's objectively quite hideous. And I think the flowers on it that are embroidered on it are so big that you can't really tell that they're flowers. So, yeah, but I don't know. It's just so interesting. It's from one of the Nordic countries. I can't remember. I bought it years, maybe a decade ago now. Anyway, it cost a fortune per yard, but they had it on the remnants table with like some really expensive bridal laces. And I saw this and I was like, oh my gosh, that is a train wreck and a half, but a very expensive train wreck. And it was really reduced because it was just like the last yard. And yeah, I love it. It's just so weird. And I've got some gorgeous glass beads that would be perfect for it. They're sort of white and clear with gold flecks in them. Oh, it's going to be beautiful. So anyway, and I like that it's kind of quilted too. So these are 2 ex-designer, I think it was Marc Jacobs, and they look like they're the same, don't they? Like, I bought 1 yard of each one. It was from Mood Fabrics. But then you turn them over. So the gold side is the correct side and this is the back side, and you can see that I guess they just ordered a couple of different versions of the same idea of tweed. One has the purple on the warp and one has a purple on the weft, so they're sort of woven almost identical but not really, and it does impact what you see. And yeah, so I like the silver one on the right better. I think the purple is too prominent on the left one, and I'm not really a fan of. I like silver and gold together, but I don't like any of the other metallics together. I don't know why I bought them. I just thought they were cute. I was curious and they're interesting. So I think I was I don't know. I go back and forth. I like the idea of making two and then beading them both very differently. Or I can make that one in the left one in the gold, and this one I could make as silver. Make it very 1970s glam rock. There was, during the Alessandro era of Gucci, they sort of went through a 1970s glam rock phase. Jacket like that one. So, yeah, I think they're both interesting. And I've also got safety pins in gold and some in silver. I don't actually use them as safety pins. I've sort of just got hundreds of them because I think they'd make a good design element on a beaded jacket. So, and I think these ones would work well. I know glam rock and punk rock are completely different things, but I'm not particularly attached to either. So I think it'd be fun to sort of try and mix them. And last but not least, we have another Linton Tweed. I think this was pretty much directly inspired by a cruise collection from Chanel. It was the 17-18 one, 2017, 2018. And I can't find the particular tweed jacket that I'm talking about, but this was the collection and it was based in ancient Greek ruins. And yeah, so it's got metallic gold in there, which is why it's in this metallics collection video. But yeah, I love how it's sort of caramel and it's got the gold in there and the white. It's just really beautiful. I love it. And I think I've got sort of gold beads that are sort of like pebbles, and I think that would look really beautiful. Only the white on the correct side is very prominent, and I actually like the reverse side of the tweed better. The problem is, if you know what a tweed looks like, you know that that's the reverse side. But do I care? Not really. So yeah, maybe I'll decide to use the reverse side, perhaps. And there's this one jacket in that collection that has the most divine beading all over it. It's really heavy. So I was thinking maybe I'll, sort of be inspired by that and use huge gem-like bits in my beading, maybe. I don't know. I love that it has gold in it. I love that it's caramel. So I kind of want to have something gold in there, but also the warm caramel. I love it. So yeah, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with it, but it was just interesting enough to me to buy it. I was like, that seems like a bit of a challenge. So that is why I got that one. And clearly I'm fascinated by it. I'm not sure we need to see quite so much footage of it, but yeah. I don't know. Both sides of the tweed have merit. So I'm not sure. I almost wish I'd bought 2 yards and then I could do one of each. But anyway, I have lots of jackets to make. I'll just focus on that. So I do like the idea of making a coat out of like 4 different fabrics. That would be interesting. But then I really wanted Chanel style jacket out. That French tweed we just saw. And I love sequin jackets. This one is adorable. And my Christmas tree, that's going to be such a cute jacket. And then the dragon, I love that green. It's just so beautiful. And these two, I do not know what those two are going to look like. And then, yeah, the Chanel Cruise inspired one. I don't know. Let me know what side you think is better. Every time I look at it, I decide the opposite of what I'd previously decided. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you've been inspired to rifle through your own fabric stash, get out a fabric you absolutely love, and make yourself a holiday outfit. Because, yeah, everyone's got a few spectacular bits of fabric in their stash. Time to make it up and wear that gorgeous thing. Okay. Thanks for watching. Happy sewing.